Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer say the next stimulus package will become the big focus once they are able to pass the temporary debt ceiling bill later today. $480 billion in new debt will be created to keep the U.S. federal government running for less than 2 months. Biden gets a big win on taxing businesses all around the world. All of this and more in today's update. Hello and welcome to today's October 12th daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now so I can keep you up to date on what's going on in Washington, D.C., this next stimulus package, the debt ceiling situation, the U.S. economy, money investing, and much, much more. All right, now later today, Speaker Pelosi will call for a vote on the new debt ceiling bill for funding the government through the first week of December of this year. The bill will create $480 billion of new debt, which the federal government can then use to keep money flowing and jobs going. Although this is very good news, and it means debts will be paid, Social Security checks going out, Social Security benefit checks, SSI, SSDI, all of that, military funding, etc. The real fight over the debt ceiling situation is really just kicking the can down the road. And the real can is in December, and it's a behemoth monster of a debt situation. Most analysts and economists believe the big fight will begin in December between Democrats and Republicans. However, Republican Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said he expects no fight because he's already made it abundantly clear that Republicans will not participate in the vote, and Democrats need to fund the federal government using the budget reconciliation process. So he's officially put Democrats on notice not to count on Republicans. In a letter to her colleagues, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said the debt ceiling situation vote is the most important matter on the table right now, and all Democrats need to align with accomplishing the goal of passing this bill. She then said regarding Biden's transformative $3.5 trillion stimulus package, that as soon as the debt ceiling situation is handled, it will again become the most important focus of the Democrats. She said it is essential difficult decisions be made very soon. Now, these difficult decisions she's referencing likely have to do with social safety net programs in current existence that need attention, and how much money should be sent to keep them strong and going. Things like food stamps, Section 8 housing, disability, welfare, things like that, right? Social safety net programs. It also likely means which of the new social safety net programs that they've been discussing this entire year are they going to fight for, to build upon and to fund, and which ones are they going to set to the side, right? So things like daycare, free community college, free pre-kindergarten, Medicare, Medicaid, dental, vision, hearing, and the list goes on and on with all the different stimulus and social safety net programs. They're saying they're going to cut some of those and strengthen others, so it'll be interesting to see what they do over the next couple of days. Now, Pelosi also had this to say: overwhelmingly, the guidance I am receiving from members is to do fewer things well so that we can still have a transformative impact on families in the workplace and responsibly address the climate crisis. Now, I'm concerned about the climate and energy, but I have to admit to my community, I am seeing more and more focus from Democrat leaders on climate change, big spending on climate change and clean energy, than I am seeing talks about strengthening families and social safety net programs. So although they say they want to pass these social safety net programs, I'm just being honest, more and more I'm seeing them kind of just talk about green energy and clean energy and things like that. Now, my hope is families, daycare help, college help, Medicaid help for seniors isn't something that's going to become a major backseat to climate issues, okay? So if they switch it on us, right, this will come across as a Green New Deal pushed through, disguised as help for the American people. Now, I hope that I'm wrong, but more and more, it seems every senator and House representative seems to talk more about the next stimulus package addressing climate change than it does helping American families. So this is just something I'm being honest, right? You guys come to me and watch because as I do research, I tell you the truth about what's actually going on in Washington, D.C. Okay, and from my research, it shows that progressive Democrats are pushing the most for climate-focused money in the next bill, while it seems moderates are the ones pushing for programs that benefit families. Again, this is just an observation after researching all day long for you guys. Okay, now back to the debt situation, right? The debt ceiling situation is something that has always been an issue year after year after year. So House Budget Committee Chairman John Yarmuth and Brendan Boyle have put forward a new proposal. They want to see the debt ceiling either be raised or shrunk, be a judgment call by the acting Secretary of Treasury and not Congress. That way it can't be held up by political parties that are fighting. Pelosi believes the idea has merit, while many Republicans say this is a decision Congress should retain so that major decisions are represented by representatives from all over the country and not just the political party that controls the Treasury. So that could be a new fight going forward, or this could just be a proposal that passes like a fart in the wind, right? All right, now the stock market seems to be having mixed feelings today. Half of my stocks are red, meaning that they are down, and half are green, meaning that they are up. It seems that energy and most tech stocks are doing very well today. However, Facebook is down 15% since it came out that they are toxic and still push toxic material so that they don't see a drop in ad revenue. Plains All American Pipeline is a stock I shared with you guys in the past. That is making a very strong comeback over the last month or so and continues to maintain a 7% dividend for the year, which is awesome. Uranium Energy Corp and Uranium Royalty were both up about 8% just today, so they were doing really well, while AT&T was down over 5%. So something's going on with AT&T. I'm not really sure. There was some big money movements out of AT&T, but they continue to also have right around a 7% dividend. So if you're in the market, things are up and down, and that's why it's good to spread your money over lots of different areas, right? Diversification. All right, now in the last few days, 136 countries agreed to President Biden and Janet Yellen's global tax minimum program. These countries, including the United States, will hold corporate taxes at a minimum of 15% worldwide in an attempt to stop multinational companies from moving headquarters to other nations in an attempt to avoid taxes. Now, it's interesting that Biden wants the rest of the world to have a 15% minimum tax, while at the same time trying to make the United States have a 28% tax. Why the difference, Biden? Now, Biden says he needs the United States businesses to pay 28%, otherwise he can't cover the stimulus package. So maybe it's something he just wants temporarily, but from everything I'm reading, it's something that he wants to make permanent. But we all know that businesses are most likely just going to pass this on to the American people. So if funding the next stimulus package does have to do with raising corporate taxes by 7%, it will likely just become a hidden tax that falls on the shoulders of the American people, which directly goes against raising taxes on people that make under $400,000 a year. However, the Biden administration will be able to say, we didn't tax the people, we taxed the businesses. The fact that they raised prices on you has nothing to do with us, right? So I think that's the setup that you and I are about to live through if that section of the stimulus bill goes through. Now, according to Janet Yellen of the Treasury, a minimum global tax was necessary to avoid nations racing to the bottom on who could lower their taxes the most. Heaven forbid you lower taxes on people, right? Well, Elon Musk of Tesla and Jeff Bezos of Amazon are at it again. A couple of days ago, Elon Musk's net worth hit a new high of $223 billion, beating out Jeff Bezos again. Tesla sales and stock are up, as well as a fresh evaluation on Musk's company, SpaceX, and this made his net worth blast into space, right? Can you imagine $223 billion with one person? Whew, that's a lot of money. All right, now recently it came out that the company BlackRock manages $10 trillion worth of investment capital. They are the largest money manager in the world, so let's all hope and pray that BlackRock never has financial issues like we're seeing with the companies over in China that are on the verge of defaulting and affecting the global economy. All right, now yesterday I told you how Southwest Airlines had canceled thousands of flights due to weather, but in reality, it likely had something to do with employees fighting the forced vaccine mandates. Well, I've continued to dig, and it appears that no other airlines were having weather-related shutdowns. Isn't that interesting? But what I think is really going on is the CEO of Southwest doesn't want to see the company's stock drop. So he's trying to use weather as a cover for thousands of flights that didn't happen on schedule. As of today, another 600 flights were canceled. But at least today they said it's a staffing issue. All right, now this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. According to Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, once this debt ceiling bill is passed and is signed by President Biden, their focus will go back to the stimulus package, what will be in the package, what you and I get as American families, and what the climate gets and other programs get. So it looks like this thing is finally coming to a head where we're going to get some answers. Hey, I want to let you know that I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.